At today's cabinet session, the Croatian government has forwarded amendments for summary procedure to Parliament, which would modify legislation governing consumer loans and loan institutions so that citizens with loans pegged to the Swiss franc will be converted to loans denominated in euros. This is expected to help alleviate the crushing problems being faced by these citizens, given the Swiss franc's rocketing exchange rate. The government also adopted amendments to pension fund legislation, which will result in pensioners with the lowest pensions receiving a one-off lump sum between 300 and 500 Croatian kuna in December to coincide with the Christmas holidays. Today's parliamentary session began with a recess so that documents released by the media verifying former Finance Minister Slavko Linić's claims that he had been put under investigation could be presented. The government has continually denied that Linić was placed under surveillance. The recess was requested by the opposition Croatian Democratic Union, who asked MPs to demand that Prime Minister Zoran Milanović disclose who in Croatia undermined parliamentary oversight. Speaking to reporters on this matter, Interior Minister Ranko Ostojić said Linić's allegations are lies. Thousands of migrants at the Greek-Macedonian border spent the night outdoors in inclement weather because there are no receiving centers on the Greek side of the border, while the Macedonian authorities are only letting groups of 50 people through at a time. And thousands of more refugees are still arriving in Greece, mainly on the island of Lesbos. Meanwhile, EU member states that have had a negative response to the burning refugee crisis, such as Hungary and Slovakia, were joined by Denmark, which yesterday closed off the motorway and railroads from Germany. Those refugees that made their way into that country are now trying to get to Sweden on foot. A protest against what is considered the inhumane treatment of refugees by many European member states will be held in front of the European Commission's offices in Zagreb this evening. The organizers are calling for solidarity with the refugees, who say they are just trying to survive and find a normal place to live, and they singled out the stance of the Hungarian authorities as especially negative. Last night, the 10th Jubilee Trash Film Festival was launched in Varaždin with opening ceremonies that reflected the enthusiasm of the entrants. Low-budget amateur motion pictures shot simply for the love of the craft. This year, 45 films from 19 countries are being screened. In sports, at Eurobasket, Croatia defeated the Netherlands at the Zagreb Arena last night with a score of 78-72 in the fourth round of play in Group C. They will face Georgia this evening at 6:30 p.m. In men's tennis, all of the semifinalists at the U.S. Open are now known. Croatia's Marin Cilic, the tournament's defending champion, will face off against Serbia's Novak Djokovic, while in the other match, Switzerland's Roger Federer will confront countryman Stanislav Wawrinka. And finally, the weather forecast for the rest of the day. Skies will be partially to mostly sunny in western regions and on the northern and part of the central coast. Mostly overcast skies can be expected in the east and the south, with a chance of thundershowers on the southern coast. Winds will be light inland, while moderate to strong bora winds will blow on the coast, reaching gale force intensity in the north. The sea will be moderately to largely choppy, while visibility will range from 10 to 20 kilometers. Today's temperatures will range from 18 to 22 degrees Celsius inland and from 24 to 27 degrees on the coast. Skies are expected to clear up in the interior tomorrow, although there will be a little rainfall in the morning hours. More sunshine and warmer temperatures will prevail over the weekend, especially on Sunday, although with scattered patches of morning fog. Conditions will also be mostly sunny and warm on the coast, getting quite warm on Sunday. Bora winds are expected to die down tomorrow, while light to moderate Sirocco winds are expected on Sunday.